All right, hey team, welcome to our Thursday night call. I think we were supposed to think of like a fun name for our call and we never like really made it happen. I don't know. Anyways, sorry I could not be on the call last week. I joined like very quickly while I was in LA, but then I got into the elevator and the call dropped. But it sounded like Emily rocked it, which is always awesome. I have not had a chance to listen to the call and I can't seem to get the recording up. So if you missed it, bummer, but I think she put up the slides. So I need to take one person off of mute because I'm going to screen share and we're going to do recognition a little bit differently. Brittany, I'm going to take you off on mute so you can be my guinea pig if you don't mind. Screen share, screenshot. Those that are on the phone, there is a slide, but I talk about it as much as I can so you will be able to know what's going on. Brittany, can you see the slides?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can't get, do you see the chat that's on the screen or no?
No.
Okay, good. Think so. Okay, we are good to go. All right, so we started something new for this year, and I've heard some mixed feelings, but we're going to rock and we're going to roll with it. So every month, we are going to do a Coach of the Month. The only requirement to get Coach of the Month is to at least get Success Club 5. After that, it really doesn't matter about everything else. I'm going to kind of look at PV. I'm going to kind of look at who kicked butt that month. If you added coaches, did your coaches that you add rank up? Did your coaches that you add coaches? Did you hit a huge fitness milestone? It can literally be anything. So if you're sitting on the call and you're like, I don't get that much PV, I'm never going to be Coach of the Month, I want you to put that figure aside because you can be Coach of the Month because it's literally can be anybody. And then at the end of the year, what I'm going to do is we're going to have our 12 coaches of the month and the team is going to vote on Coach of the Year. I'm not going to give you guys any stats. You're just going to decide like who was the leader that you like looked up to, who was the person that motivated you throughout the year. I think it's a great idea. I know some people may think like it's going to like kind of scare them and be like, well, they're doing better and I'm not doing that good. So why can't I be on their level? Remember, at the end of the day, you guys do you. This is your business. And when you're looking up to people, I learned it at leadership. I don't know what the quite quote was from LA, but basically they shouldn't defeat you. It should inspire you. So we all look at these top coaches in Beachbody. We look at the Lindsay Matways and the Melanie Mitros, and we're like, man, they're killing it. I want you guys to think the same thing of the coaches of the month. So don't be discouraged. And if you're discouraged, message me. We'll chat. So our first coach of the month was Stephanie Parks. And Stephanie, I started a screen share. Stephanie, can you take yourself off mute or do I have to do it for you?
There we go.
Yay. All right. So Stephanie Parks was our coach of the month. Yay. So Stephanie was in a car accident later in the year. So she kind of lost her mojo and whatnot. But she, instead of like letting that defeat her and just kind of quit, she came back and took January by a storm. Super proud of her. She added 3 new coaches that month. She kicked butt in her challenge groups. She rocked it with Success Club points. So I'm going to like leave the floor over to Stephanie for like 2 to 3 minutes. I just want her to give you guys some tips. Again, this is supposed to be a motivating thing, but I just want Stephanie to kind of take the floor and just kind of like give some tips on like why it was a successful month for her, like some takeaways. So Stephanie, take on over.
All right. I guess one thing I want to expound on is what Ashley was saying was don't be discouraged. And I've told Ashley this a couple times, like my goal is to reach diamond, but I'm not defined by my status. If I'm an emerald forever, I'm okay with that too. I look at other coaches and think, how are they adding all these coaches? How are they doing this? That's not my strong suit. But at the end of the day, I remind myself that this is my business. So I hope that you guys are motivated by this leaderboard that she puts out and not to be discouraged, just to give yourself something to strive for. But I definitely have some things that I'm good at when it comes to my business and some things that I'm not so good at. But for me, I've always had a challenge group going since day one. I basically hit the ground running. Right now, my challenge groups have about 40 to 50 people in them consistently because I run them with one of my personally sponsored coaches. There's never a day that I don't post in that group. I try to make it a habit, basically wake up in the morning and post something to my team or to my challenge group. I also consistently post on my like page multiple times a day. I think that's super important. Even if people aren't commenting and liking your statuses, which on a normal day, I'm happy if I get 5 likes, which it's like, why don't more people like this stuff? But the thing is I know people are paying attention because out of the blue, somebody will message me and be like, oh, hey, I saw such and such. Like, what can you do for me? So don't be discouraged if people aren't liking or commenting because they are paying attention. So not to be salesy, but, you know, like this week I posted about how I felt like I was getting a cold and I'm like drinking my Shakeology. Just stuff like that to plant little seeds, things that they'll see and then they'll come back to you on it. I work kind of a strange shift because I work every single weekend. I work 3/12s. So when I'm working, I'm not actively like seeking out new people and inviting, but I am always available to my challengers. I make it a point to try and message each of my challengers once a week or once every 2 weeks, just like a conversation to see where they're at and where we can go with their goals. I have a lot of challengers that I've never made a dime off of, and I'm fine with that because I'm just trying to help them reach their goals. So I would also encourage you to let anybody in. And those challengers of mine, I ask for referrals and I reward them with a gift card or money. And I've gotten a lot of challengers and customers through referral too. So don't be discouraged if you're not making a sale off somebody. Focus on how you can help that person. And if you feel like your business has like hit a lull and you don't have anything going, I strongly encourage you to do some personal development, which I know Ashley loves, but I've had those times where I'm like nothing's happening. And I swear to you, like I'll watch a YouTube video or like read a book and then it like blows up. I don't know how that works, but it's totally the case. So I guess that's me. I'm not very good at the inviting process and I'm not very good at recruiting. And I guess don't get discouraged because you're not going to be awesome at everything. Like Ashley's an awesome recruit, but she doesn't so much love the challenge group. So everybody can't be good at everything, and lean on your team for the stuff that you struggle at. That's what we're here for. Don't get discouraged. I know some of you are getting kind of discouraged by this leaderboard. I love it. Even when I'm not at the top, I'm not always at the top. I still love it. I like to see what everyone's doing, and it gives me something to strive for. So I guess that's my spiel.
Thanks, Stephanie. And if anybody has any questions for Stephanie, jot them down because I'll take everybody off mute at the end. So congratulations to Stephanie. January was an awesome month for us. So this is the leaderboard for the entire month of January. We had 13, 12, I can't count off the top of my head, 12 coaches get Success Club 5. That is amazing. Congratulations to Jessica Thal, Jill Kelly, Jessica Melton, Karina Middleton, and Jessica Saga. You guys will get a VIP call with Carl Deichler this month. He is the CEO of our company. And you'll get an email about that next week. If you hit Success Club the first month of as you're a coach, you get a VIP call with them. If you get it 3 months in a row, so those names that I just read off, if you get it February and March, you get a free ticket to Summit next year, 2016. So it's a great incentive, and I know some of you were already like on top of it, so great job to those coaches that I read off because you killed it your first month. 42 new coaches in the month of January. If that's not something to celebrate, I don't know what is. That is an amazing, amazing accomplishment. So you guys absolutely killed it, and I'm super proud of you. Let's take February by storm. So now for recognition this week, congratulations to our top 5 coaches, Stephanie Parks, Candace Thom, Jill Kelly, Jessica Saga, and Melanie Hendricks. You ladies are killing it. Huge shout out to Candace Thom. She is a new coach. She is already locked in Success Club 5. It's her first month as a coach. So congratulations, Candace. I couldn't even fit all the names on the leadership board this week that got PV. And for those who are like, what the heck's PV? Personal volume. It's what you've sold, what you have bought yourself. So amazing job. Before I jump into the meat of our phone call, let's talk about the promos this month. We've got the 21-Day Fix Extreme that's on sale for $140. If you have not talked about this, I strongly encourage you to talk about it. I have a test group that I'm starting on the 16th. You are more than welcome to invite anybody to it. The only requirement is that they have to be doing the 21-Day Fix and they have to be a new challenger, so it can't be past challengers. They can do either Extreme or they can do 21-Day fix regular. So either or. So 21-day fix extreme and regular 21-day fix are on sale for $140 this month. You can buy the 21-day fix extreme with the 3-day refresh and Shakeology for $180. And they also have the 3-day refresh with Shakeology on sale for $140. So lots of great promos. If you are in a team cup, I want to hear about your accomplishments. I want to hear your captain talking about you guys in the team page. I want to encourage you guys to just do amazing things this month. This is a phenomenal program. Both of them are, so make sure you're talking about it. I think that was the main meat of the conversation that I had. Some quick things in LA, you're going to start to see some changes to your Coach Online office. It's going to be easier to navigate. There we go. Yay, because we all know how much of a pain in the butt that is to navigate at times. So that's exciting. All right, let's jump into the meat of the call. And some of you who printed off the worksheets, everybody take yourself off mute. Whoever printed the worksheet, I want you here to say me, because I can't see. The only people I see is Stephanie, Katrina, and Karina. Did we print off the worksheets?
Me.
Yes. Yay. I know it feels like we're back in school, but we did this training in LA. For those that are like, what's LA? I was in LA last week getting training from top coaches and corporate and whatnot. And this is something we went over, and I went over this with my diamond diggers, dashers, whatever we call ourselves the other day, so it may be repeated, but I'm going to talk more into what we talked about the other day. So while I'm talking about this, the color codes, I want you guys to think. So on this piece of paper that I had you guys print out, I have a copy of it. I just need to find it, so I actually am telling you. While I'm talking about, I want you guys to think of people in certain areas, so your personal relationships and your business relationships. I want you to jot down their names and what colors you think they are. So I want you to think about this during the call while we go over the colors. So what are we going over today? We're going to go over color codes and understanding your personality. And some of you are like, this does not apply to my business. How is this going to help me? It's going to help you. It's going to apply to your business. So keep an open mind and just trust me that I know what I'm talking about. All right, so why color codes? First and foremost, you have to learn about yourself before you're helping other people. You have to learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And by going over these color codes, you're going to learn more about your coaches and you're going to learn how to communicate with your team. I promise you will. I promise. Just trust me, because I can see some of the faces and you're like, what are you talking about? Trust me. All right, so what are the different color codes? Has anybody besides my diamond dashers, and again, I can only see 3 of your faces, so Sarah, Katrina, and Stephanie, has anybody ever taken the color code personality test before? And feel free to take yourself off mute real quick and just say, yes, I have. No, I haven't. No, Katrina. I know Stephanie has. I know all my diamond dashers has. Has anybody else taken this before?
No.
No? Okay, general no. All right, well, we have an assignment at the end. So there are 4 different colors. There's a red, a blue, a white, and a yellow. No color is better than any other color. So let's just start off with that in the bat, because you're going to see some of these like limitations. You'll be like, ooh, that's an awful color to be. No, all colors are great. They're going to be awesome. And your color is not an excuse. So I don't ever want to hear, well, I'm red. That's why I butt heads with this person. Your color is not an excuse. So let's dive in and let's ooh and ah over my slideshow. Ooh, ah. We all love it when Ashley makes slides. So the first color we're going to go over is our red personalities. And during this call, I want you guys to kind of jot down what color you think you are, because then you're going to post what color you thought you are and what color you really were. So my red personalities, your core motive is your power. Your natural talents is where you have leadership and you've got vision. The reds, they're the movers and shakers of society. They're the ones that are like cut into the chase. They don't want to wait on anything. Like they're like, all right, let's get to the point. Like you're wasting my time. The strengths of the reds are they're decisive, they're confident, they're assertive, they're responsible, and they're proactive. Now, limitations to our reds. They can be selfish. They can be insensitive. They can be argumentative. They can be impatient, and they're always right. I bet some of you are thinking of some reds you have in your life, and you're like, oh yeah, that person, she's a total red, like you're thinking it. Or you can be like, I'm thinking I'm a total red. And keep in mind, no 2 colors, no colors are bad. But reds need to look good technically. They need to be right, and they need to be respected. They are strong leaders, and they love challenges. What do you do with reds? You want to present logically. You want to present them with facts, and you want to present them with figures. You want to be direct and brief and straight to the point. Don't be slow. Don't be indecisive. Don't argue with them. They don't like being argued with. Reds are those people that they're going to kind of take things by the bull of the horn and they're just going to run with it. And they don't even care if you disagree or you don't disagree. They're just going to do it. So who are some red, like celebrity public figures? Anybody think Mother Teresa would be a red? Yep, she's a total red. Hillary Clinton, Simon Cowell, you can see red painted all over him. I was really surprised when I found out that Mother Teresa was a red. I was like, oh, sweet little Mother Teresa. I thought she was going to be a white. No. And I put, mind you, I took this training from a conference, the conference I went to. So if you're offended by the bumper stickers I'm about to read off, let's not be offended. They're supposed to be humorous. So what are some bumper stickers that you would see on the back of a person with a red, like who's a red personality? I see stupid people. That's something a red would have on their car. Lead, follow, or get out of my way. Get in, sit down, shut up, and move on. Because reds are direct, they're quick, they want to be in and out. So remember that piece of paper I had made you guys print out? Make sure you guys are filling that out and thinking like, okay, yep, this person's a red. And don't forget to write down what you think you are. How about our blues? Our blues, they're all about relationships. They're intimate. They are natural talents or quality, service. They want to show appreciation. So what are some other strengths? They're caring, they're sincere, they're intuitive, they're loyal, and they're thoughtful. Some of their limitations is they're self-righteous, they're oversensitive, they're perfectionists, they're worry-prone, they have unrealistic expectations. You're probably thinking, oh yeah, I'm a blue, 100%, like I am a blue. I see your face, Katrina. Yep, you're like, yep, that's me, Blues are not a bad thing either. So if you're like, it's like being over-righteous bad, remember, no color is a bad thing. Blues need to have integrity and they need to be appreciated. They are focused on quality and creating strong relationships. What should you do with blue people? You should show them appreciation. You should seek to understand them. So you may have a blue person on your team that you don't know is blue and they want that recognition. And if you're not giving them that recognition, they're going to be like, well, maybe they don't like me. What should you not do with the blue? Don't make them feel guilty. Us blue people already worry that you guys hate us. So the last thing we want you guys to make us feel is guilty because then we're going to worry even more. And they don't like spontaneity. So they don't like to be surprised or have a trip out of the blue or like something thrown at them. They like to have a schedule and they like to know what they're doing. Who are some blue personalities? Abe Lincoln, Oprah Winfrey, total. She likes to give things away. It totally explains her. And Walt Disney. I don't know much about Walt Disney, but so what are some blue bumper stickers? I don't get mad. I get even. Leave me alone. I'm having a crisis. Yep. That's me. Yep. All the time. I messed up my quote. If you know someone, set them free. If you love someone, set them free. If they come back, they're yours. If not, hunt them down and kill them. Total blue bumper stickers right there. I see Stephanie's like little top of her like nose like laughing at some of these. I'm glad she gets my humor. All right, our white personalities. Like this is who I thought Mother Teresa would have been. White people, the white personalities, they want peace. They want to be accepted as they are. They want clarity. They want tolerance. What are their strengths? They're kind. They're even-tempered. They're objective. They're diplomatic. And they're inventive. What are some of their limitations? They're indecisive. They're stubborn. They avoid conflict. They're detached. And they're unexpressive. I have a little bit of white in me. I'm not going to share with you what I am totally because I'm going to have you guys guess at the end because it's always fun to see what people think I am. White, they need to be accepted and treated with kindness. They're logical, objective, and tolerant of other people. They're formal, they're relaxed. That's the kind of settings that they like. So what should you do with coaches that have that white personality? Accept them with their individuality. Create an informal, relaxed setting. They're kind of like go with the flow people. Like they just kind of like things like calm and collective. They don't like arguments. So what should you not do with them? Don't be cruel and insensitive. Don't force immediate verbal expression. There are those people that just kind of sit in the background. They're like, yeah, this is good. Like, yep, I agree. Like those are your white personalities. So who are some white celebrity figures? Yoda. Yoda's a white. He likes peace. He wants peace for everybody. Albert Einstein, would not have thought him as a white. And it just goes to show that you may think somebody's a personality, but they're really something else. And they may have attributes of other things, but keep in mind, a part of the whole personality thing is what is their core motive? Like what drives them? And I had to ask my husband who the guy on the right was, Jimmy Carter. I knew he was some sort of president. I just didn't know which one. But he is also a white personality. Our yellow, I forgot the bumper stickers. So bumper stickers for white personalities. I may not say a lot, but trust me, I see it all. I used to be apathetic, but now I just don't care. I'm not deaf. I'm ignoring you. If I pretend to agree, will you go away? So there's just some white bumper stickers. There was lots of laughter in LA. Maybe I just find like corny humor humorous. I don't know. All right, our yellow personalities. Our yellow people are the woohooers. Like when they announced this at LA, and she's like, where are my yellows? They all were like, woo, over here. I'm like, yep, you guys are woohooers. So the yellow people, they like to have fun. Their natural talents is their enthusiasm and their optimism. So they're optimistic. They like to have fun. They're kind of like happy is as happy does type of theme. Like that's how they are. So what are their strengths? They're happy. They're sociable. They're spontaneous. They're charismatic. They're inclusive. What are their limitations? They're uncommitted. They're disorganized. They're afraid to face facts. They're unfocused and they're impulsive. Kind of reminds you of like little kids, like at like young ages, like that's just how they are. They're always happy and on the go. But when you ask them to pick up their room, there's like a million things everywhere. Yellow personalities, they need to be noticed and they need to have fun. They love life. They love social connections and they love being positive and spontaneous. So what should you do with your yellow personalities? Take a positive, upbeat approach with them. They're not Debbie Downers. They don't like Debbie Downers and they don't want to be in that negative atmosphere. Offer praise and appreciation because your yellow people, they want to be seen, they want to be up front, and they want to be noticed. They want everybody to know who they are. They don't like being ignored. Not that you can ignore yellow personalities because they're going to be in your face all the time. And don't expect them to dwell on problems. So if, say, you have a yellow personality on your team and they fail at hitting a goal, 2 minutes later, you'll be like, it's no big deal. Let's move on to the next goal because that's how yellow personalities are. However, when a yellow personality gets hurt, they like get deeply hurt and they're not going to show it, but they are hurt deep down inside. So who are some yellow personalities? Bill Clinton. Who would have thought he was a yellow personality? Julia Roberts and Will Smith. I just love that picture of Will Smith because he looks like he's having fun, and yellows are fun personalities. So yellow bumper stickers. Hard work may not kill me, but why take the chance and be bored? Shiny objects distract me. When at first you don't succeed, give up and go to something fun. So how do these colors apply to your business? And I know some of you are like, Ashley, why are we learning about this? Like, I want to learn how to recruit coaches and I want to learn how to run awesome challenge groups. But this works because you have to look at your strengths and you have to look at your limitations and see how they work with your coaches. So if you're working with a red coach and you have a blue personality, you may not know that they're like that power-driven person. So you have to know how to work with them because everybody's going to react differently to your teaching style, to the way you approach things. And that's something that I'm slowly learning because I like get upset. I'm like, oh, like they didn't like what I taught them. I'm like, well, we're two different personalities. So they're driven by something else. They're not driven by what I'm driven by. Once you get to understand your team and you meet their needs, they're going to follow you. They're not going to quit. They're going to build because they know that you understand them. So even if you have just one coach underneath you, it's important to find out what color they are because it lets you know how you have to work with them. Like, what should you do with them? What should you not do with them? You want to utilize the strengths of those on your team. So for example, our yellows, we probably have to have one yellow on the team. They're going to be the people that are excited. So if we were to ever host an event or host a team call, the yellows are who you want to put in charge of having like a grand time. Like they're excited. They're woohooing. The blues, they're going to be the people like, nope, you're not on the list. Sorry, you can't come in. And the rest will be like, you go here. Nope, you go here. I'm going to need you to go here. So if you utilize these strengths with the people on your team, it's going to be able to make you guys work together a lot better because then you're not going to be butting heads because you know what works and what doesn't work for them. Is there someone on your team that you just don't get? You're like, I don't know how to help you. It's probably because you don't understand what motivates them. it's so easy for us to get caught up in our strengths and think, well, this is my strength, so why can't that be your strength? Just like Stephanie said, I can recruit all day long. I don't like running challenge groups. That's not my strength. So I'm not going to force that upon myself. So I run challenge groups with other coaches. And then I run sneak peeks because that's what I'm good at. So I'm using my strength for the team, and other people are using their strength to help me with challenge groups. You just have to build upon those strengths. And remember, you can be driven and focused in every single color, but your behavior and your focus are different than your core motive. And you need to embrace each color with the strengths that they bring. And some people are probably like, I don't like these personality assessments. I don't like being defined as a color, and that's fine. I was like that way for the longest time, but the more I read about it, I was like, man, like this could really help our team. So I'm really excited about this. I'm trying to make sure I have all my notes. Sorry, guys, because you know how I am with my team call. So what's my call to action? Some of you are like, well, I don't know what color I am. Why did you not tell me what color I am before we did this call? Because I want you to pay attention during the call, and I didn't want you to just focus on what color. So my call to action is I want you guys to go to www.colorcode.com, and I want you to take the assessment. It'll ask you if you want to pay for your full version. You don't have to. Just do the free one. And then after the phone call, I'm going to put a thread up in the team page, and I'm going to have you screenshot what color you are. And then I want you guys to say, well, I thought I was going to be this color, but I ended up being this color. Oh, yep, I knew I was going to be blue all along. Like, I just knew it. And if you want to, there are books out there. If this is something that like really intrigues you, like, man, this could really help me with my team. There are two books I recommend, The People Code and The Color Code. They're both written by Taylor Hartman. But I've heard they're amazing personal development books. They are on my list because my goal this year is to read one personal development book a week. We are not ending the call. I'm just taking it off screen share real quick, except I always lose my mouse. Let's see if this works. There we go. So I kind of want to ask you guys, so clearly I know what color I am, and my diamonders don't even comment because you already know what color I am. Does anybody want to take a stab at what color I am? Because I was very surprised. Anybody? Anybody at all? Yeah, Karina.
You're totally a blue.
Oh, see, somebody said I was a red. I am a blue. But I paid to get my full colors, and I can't find my notes anywhere. This is what I get for having a very messy office right now. Oh, here they are. So I got like a discount because I went to this leadership thing. I was 38% blue and then 33% red. I was like, I knew there was red in me. Like, I had to have some red. Like, it has to be there. I was 21% white, and evidently I don't like to have fun because I was only 7% yellow. I was like, well, I guess I'm not a woohoo. I'm not a, yay, let's do this.
I'm really thinking mine's like 50% blue and 50% white.
Well, and you may see that like you have no red in you. You're like, well, I don't have red in me. So like, how can I be a leader of my team? Remember, it's not about your behaviors. It's about your core motive. So does anybody think like this is going to be beneficial to helping you with yourself and helping your coaches below you? If some of you like, I don't care about this, like, can we please get done with this topic? Does anybody think it'll be beneficial or probably not going to use it? And I'm completely open if you say no, like I'm not doing this. Like that's completely okay. I should probably take my phone callers off mute. Probably do that. I'm unmuting my phone callers. There we go. Does anybody want to speak up? Do you like this? Do you not like it? Are you going to dive more into it? Is it going to help you? Please don't all speak at once. Every call. Every call.
Ashley.
Yes.
Well, yeah, not only can it help our relationship with our coaches, but also maybe our potential customers. Like I am just thinking about, I'm talking with my brother-in-law, and he's interested in starting a program. Mm-hmm. And so we just chatted today about it, but he's totally a red. And I know him really well. So now I'm like, oh yeah, like he wants the facts and figures. He doesn't want me to draw out conversations. He wants to know what's in Shakeology probably because he's a know-it-all. He's always right. Anyway, so that'll just help me even with my conversations with him. So.
I completely agree because I think of past conversations that I've had and I'm like, you have those people that want to know like everything. They're the people that are going to be the ones to be like, can I see the policies and procedures, that 100-page thing that tells you everything about being a coach? And I'm like, sure, go for it. But I don't know anything that's in it because I'm not wasting my time. But you're going to have some reds that are like, I want to know everything about being a coach. Or you're going to have those challengers like, just tell me how much it is. Like, I don't care what comes with it. Just let's get to the point. And you're right. It teaches you how to talk with other people. I find it kind of intriguing. I think I'm going to buy the book and just kind of learn more about it. Because I think it helped me be a leader more for you guys too. Because I'm going to be like, oh, they're a blue, like they need their recognition. Or they're a yellow, they just want to have fun. Or white, oh, they hate conflict. Like, it helps you. Does anybody, so here on the call, I know that my phone callers, who thinks they're a red? Anybody raising their head? Emily, Kelsey, Danielle, you think you're a little bit of red? Yeah. Who thinks they're a blue? Almost everybody else. Matt's like, eh. Matt, are you a white? No? Well, are you a yellow?
I have no idea what I am.
So be a surprise when you take it then.
Oh.
What do you think he is, Kelsey?
I think he's a blue.
A blue. We have a lot of blues on the team. A lot of them. On my phone callers, what color do you guys think you guys are? I think I lost half my phone callers. Courtney, what color do you think you are? Oh, it helps if I unmute you. I'm so sorry on phone callers. I'm asking you to talk and I've muted you. Courtney, what color do you think you are?
I think I'm a white.
You may be one of our few whites on the team, but I could see it. Courtney's like a cousin in the family, so I have like inside track. So I could see you being a white. I could see that. Who's my other phone callers? I had you guys named and now you're unnamed. Who's 619?
That's me. It's Layla.
Layla, what color do you think you are? Or what color are you,
I'm
Layla?
definitely blue.
You're blue. Yep, I knew
I'm a
that.
blue. Yeah.
Yep. 716, what color are you? Or what color do you think you are?
I would say this is Melissa.
Hi, Melissa.
Oh, and I would say that I am a red.
A red. I think it'll be interesting. So I want you guys to post after the call. I'm gonna get off the call and I'll make a little post on the thing. And I want you guys to say what color you are. And I hope that you don't find this call boring. I know some of you are like, Ashley, I just want to know about how to recruit coaches. Like, I don't care about this. But this could help you like recruit coaches and it can help you build your team. And I see Brittany shaking her head because she agrees with me. I like it when people agree with me. It's the red in me. I like it. So that is what I have on that. And next week, we are going to have our call. And it's going to be about recruiting. You guys keep asking me, so we're finally going to do it. Yay! I will post a thing I want you guys to print out because I'm going to go over a slideshow that we did in LA. It's from Melanie Mitro. If anybody doesn't know her, she is the #1 coach in Beachbody for 2014, so she knows what she's talking about. So I will post slides for that because I think it's going to be a good training. So for my phone callers, if you can make it on the call so you can see this, I'm sorry, I got the hiccup. See the slide, that would be great. If not, that's okay. So for people that are new to the call, this is the topic of the call while I open it up for discussion. This is the time when nobody asks any questions. So we're off the call very quickly because nobody likes to talk. It's the blues in us. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns, anything about Beachbody? This is now the time to ask. Yes, Karina. I love you, Karina, because you talk.
I was actually looking up those books, and the Taylor Hartman guy, there's actually one specifically, Color Your Future, which shows you how to use the character codes to enhance your life.
Oh. Which one is that one? What book is that one?
It's called Color Your Future.
Color Your
It's by the same guy.
When I post this on the team page, will you put that in the comments for me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Thanks, Karina. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, since nobody else wants to talk, I'll just keep going.
Okay, go for it.
I need to know what apps you guys use for drinking water, because the one I have right now, I keep snoozing.
Anybody use one? Because I don't. I just keep a big old bottle in front of me.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I use the 21 Day Fix app. It is the most amazing thing in the whole world. You can put in your weight, you can put in all your measurements, and it has a day-to-day what workouts you're doing, what you're eating, what the colors are. It's amazing. Do you have an iPhone?
No.
I think it's available on Android. It is.
Yeah, I think so too.
99 cents.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. It's amazing.
All right, I'm doing it. Thanks.
Okay. And you can, even if you're not doing the 21 Day Fix, it does have a spot inside there that it's just like a maintenance portion, and you can actually change that daily. So you can reset it every single day and use it every single day.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Karina, too, I don't know what you use, but I use Water Your Body. Is that the one you kept snoozing?
Yes. Yes. Every time. I'll get that in 5 minutes. Just kidding.
Brady, you're looking very pregnant over there. You look very uncomfortable. You're just like over there like, oh.
That was me 3 months ago. It gets better. Right afterwards, your body's just like, yes.
Courtney on the team, she just had a baby too. Courtney, how old's Jackson? He's like, what, 4 months now? 3 months? 2 months?
No, just 2. He was 8 weeks last Sunday.
I clearly know nothing about babies. So when people are like, yeah, he's 36 weeks, I'm like, how old is that in months? Like,
I
oh.
used to be the same way. I still am the same way.
Lots of new mamas on the team. I love it. Oh, one thing I forgot. We have our coach sneak peek. It starts Monday, same time, same place. I will create the private event. I have created the invite. I invited everybody onto the team into it so you can invite your people. You just have to pay attention to who has said they are coming. So, Karina, I know you've had like 4 people that said they were coming. So what I will do is I will then add you into the group once you have confirmed people. Last time the sneak peek was a little bit all over the place. So this time I just ask that I'm the only one posting unless I ask you to share your story or unless I ask for your help, because it kind of gets confusing when a lot of coaches are posting all over the place, and it can be a lot. I've run these a bajillion times, so I'm good at them. I'm not bragging. I just say I kind of know what I'm doing. So we're going to switch it up. This time I asked for 4 coaches to record their story, and we're going to share their story in the group between the 5 days. Somebody's like, what the heck's a coach sneak peek? It's where you can basically invite people to find out what we're all about without having to join the team. And I want to say, and Stephanie, Emily, Brittany, help me out. I feel like every time we run a coach sneak peek, we at least have 4 to 5 new coaches that join the team as a result from the sneak peek, right?
Yeah.
So it's a great way to add coaches to your network. I think that's all I got. Does anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? Yes, Emily?
Sorry.
I'm doing a clean eating thing next week. And so I just started advertising for that. And so I did the whole whatever event thing. And so I feel like I shouldn't do another event for the sneak peek because then I'm inviting the same people. Or is that dumb and I should just suck it up and do it anyways?
The thing I like about invites, the invite, is that basically, A, I get them every day and it's easy to ignore. And B, it kind of gives people a quick out. Whereas if you're posting something on your status, they're like, well, I don't want to comment because I don't want my friends to see that I'm commenting on this. Whereas on the invite, they can click yes or no and it's gone in a heartbeat. And the nice thing is if they click yes, it shows up in their friends' news feed so you can get more people. So it's up to you. I just did one for the coach sneak peek and then I did everybody on my friends list for the 21 Day Fix Extreme. And I'm like, worst comes to worst, they say no, we don't have to worry about them being upset about it because they're not going to say anything to my face. I personally, it's up to you. I'm just saying that's what I like about it.
So what's today? I did it yesterday. So maybe if I did that tomorrow or Saturday, because it's not like they have to order anything.
Exactly. They can just join right away.
Right. So, okay, maybe I'll just do that because
Hey, Emily.
11 people in my food thing, clean eating thing. So I feel like it works pretty well.
Yeah, I love the invite things because like I said, some people may not want to comment on a status, whereas it's just easy to say, yes, no, I'm not going. Yes, I want to go. And then it's just quick to add them in. You don't have to avoid that. You don't have to have that awkward conversation, Yeah. Go ahead, Katrina. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, Emily, I haven't maybe read the most recent post about the clean eating. Do you post any details about what specific type of clean eating it's going to be?
No, actually, okay. So Melanie, so she's...
I was going to ask you, because I'm even hesitant. I just, maybe when it comes to eating, people like to know ahead of time a little bit, am I going to be cutting out all gluten, all dairy?
I haven't even, okay, I don't know. We can talk about that because Melanie, my in case for everyone else listening, also messaged me information. And I'm like, I haven't even created the Facebook. So that's just the invite. So you have to make a Facebook group. and then invite all the people that said yes. So I haven't even made that yet. But
Yeah.
so what I was telling her was the same thing, but it's just a menu, and so I'll create it. Oh, I don't whatever, and then whatever. So we can talk about that later. But it's
Yeah, I
just
didn't know if maybe that's why people might hesitate.
Brittany does clean eating groups quite a bit. You probably do one once a month usually, Brittany, if you can. And she's had a tremendous amount of success from her clean eating groups too. Do we lose Brittany? Unless she is really, really still and has fallen asleep or she's frozen. I'm going to go she's frozen because nobody can sit like that for that long.
Got me. She invited me to a 5-day eating group.
Yes, and then you joined us, Kelsey, so they do work.
Yeah.
I think we lost Brittany.
I will text you more information. Although I really don't have much more information because I haven't done anything yet, so we can talk more. Sorry.
What I've noticed is I've gotten a huge amount of feedback and people messaging me and stuff when I posted my group, my 7-day workout group, and I said I was going to provide a meal plan. Everybody who wanted to join basically just wanted to join to see the meal plan. So I think that's like a good way to get anybody to join something. So I guess the 5-day clean eating thing would probably help all of us out.
Yes, I gave it a lot. In the beginning, I did it a lot. And actually, I made some of it. It's pretty good. Well, at least the one I have. And then I'm in a different coaching group. And so I had downloaded another 7-day and another 5-day. So I have 3 different meal plans.
Would you mind uploading those to the team page, Emily?
Yeah, that's fine. I did edit one because, well, the problem is they all have in Shakeology. So unless you require Shakeology, it's hard. So I kept Shakeology in there, but then I told them what they could substitute for Shakeology if they're not drinking it.
That's a good idea.
How could you not be Shakeology?
What?
I said, how could you not be drinking Shakeology? It's delicious.
Well, because these people don't know what they're doing.
That's one way.
And I'm not requiring it at this point in time. I know Melanie is going to do it with us, and she has some people that are trying out Shakeology. So I'm hoping that those 5 people will post in the group, or I will make Melanie be like, had my Shakeology today or whatever, so that that will get more people interested in Shakeology if other people in the group are talking about it that aren't coaches, That's my goal, hopefully. We'll see if that happens. But yeah, I can upload those 3 meal plan things.
Perfect. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions, comments?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Whoa, who was that? Whoever, go ahead.
No, you go.
Okay, so I don't know. Some of you probably saw that I posted in our team page that I was in the hospital for 2 days. My question is, has anyone ever had any problems with fainting at random times? And if not, what do you guys recommend for me to do personally? Because I ordered the 21-day fix extreme, and I'm going to start it with Ashley on the 16th. But my concerns are, what happens? I don't know. They don't know what's going on with me. So should I not do the extreme? Should I do it anyways? And then if I don't feel good, then stop? But I don't want to. I've worked so hard, and I feel like I don't want to just stop and get fat again.
What did your doctor say when you guys talked? Did he say you were good to work out?
No, he didn't say anything. All he said was I need to see a cardiologist because they think that. So I'm 26, and I should not be having fainting episodes because when I'm having them, I'm actually sitting down when I faint. I'm not standing up. They think that it has to do with my blood pressure is dropping. So they checked my blood pressure when I was sitting, standing, and laying down. And when I was sitting, it was really low. But it wasn't low as in risky low. It was just lower than normal.
Stephanie, you take this one. You've got a medical background.
Help!
Orthostatic hypotension. That's what it is.
What is it?
It's called orthostatic hypotension.
That's a long word.
I used to have fainting issues when I was younger. I haven't had them since I've been older, but I also have hypoglycemia, which I don't like to have a diagnosis over my head, but you were asking about carrying certain food with you. I
Yeah.
always have something with me. I get hangry, and it's not just like I'm grouchy, I need to eat. It's like I feel like I'm going to pass out or throw up hungry. So
Yeah, exactly.
I would, again, you need to ask your doctor, but
Right.
I would say try the program. Make sure you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. 6 meals with the fix is what I do.
Mhm.
I eat even if I'm not hungry with the fix. I have 3 meals and at least 2 snacks to get all my containers in. But definitely, if you have any issues, then I would stop the program and listen to your
Now,
body.
Shakeology is obviously very healthy. So should I consult my doctor about drinking Shakeology? Because I do have an appointment on the 17th, which is obviously the day after we start the fix.
Right.
So I'm going to I have an empty bag of Shakeology. So I'm going to bring that with me so that they can see all the stuff that's in it. But is there anything that I should touch on with my doctor, since you do have a medical background? Like,
Oh, I'm just an X-ray tech.
well, I know, but still, like, if you're in the hospital, like, you hear stuff, you know. I worked in ophthalmology for 4 years. I could probably perform an eye surgery, but I'm not qualified for it.
I don't know. At the end of the day, I think doctors